sorry. I'm putting my drink by you.
Are you just talking to the fish?
Yeah, I'm talking to your fish. You don't talk to your own fish?
It was such a casual thing. I thought Ben's roommate was there, and that's who you were talking to. You're like, oh, here, I'm going to do this real quick. And he's like, no, it was the fish.
No, I'm talking to the fish that I sleep by every night right now. In Ben's dining room right now. On the couch.
Friend of the show, Opal the fish.
Friend of the show,
Opal
Ben's
the fish.
fish.
I'm going to tell you about Opal the fish. I barely ever see him. I'm sitting in Ben's room anyway, so I can talk shit for a second. So
Listen here, motherfucker.
Let me explain the amount of Star Wars
Can we
merch that
just
is sitting in
hurry
this
up
room.
and suffer through this movie, please?
There are 3 giant miniatures of ships over there. There are multiple, like, from one end to another end of a long dresser. There's a miniature TIE fighter. There are 5 Lego head helmets. There's a Mandalorian fucking helmet. I don't even know what that is, but some kind of ship.
I don't even know what that is.
There's the drone droid from Empire Strikes Back. There's something behind there, and I know it's Star Wars, but I can't see it real well
You
here.
can't prove that.
I can prove that. There is one thing that's Fallout over here. There's the dark saber lamp behind me, and most insultingly that I yelled at Ben for yesterday, there is a lightsaber sitting under his monitor on his desk that we have never seen because his camera is up high.
You've seen it? That's the one I built.
Okay. Is that the one you built at Disney?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop going in hard on it. But the rest of this is ridiculous, and that's just in this room.
Also,
Yeah,
Ben's
I got
currently wearing a
lightsabers.
Porkins t-shirt.
Down here, I got a fucking TIE fighter.
And he's wearing a Porkins shirt.
I watch this every fucking week. I don't have a choice. It's Stockholm Syndrome at this point.
I'm sorry. Hello and welcome to Star Wars Every Week Forever, the podcast in which we watch one Star Wars movie every week forever. This week, Revenge of the Sith. Normally, this is where I ask how everyone's watches went,
Terrible.
but we ain't doing that. Well, getting this running was
I'm going to make a
pretty
prediction. Terrible.
Getting this running was pretty goddamn terrible, but here we are. Ben and I are sitting in the same room this time
Yeah,
around.
Jay is currently at my apartment.
We are
so-
sharing earbuds currently, and we have the
Yeah.
movie sitting in front of us. So this
They
should
really
be
do
interesting.
look like they're just like sitting on a high school bus being shuttled to school, like listening to Hawthorne Heights or something.
That's
Pistachios if you want some.
I'm okay, thank you. I'm watching the process of Ben eating his dinner while
Jay gets
we
to
record.
sit next to me while I eat on the podcast.
God damn it. Yeah, I did say to Ben, hey, this is just like sitting on a... And he's like, I absolutely want to avoid doing the 2 earbud thing. And then we tried to record, and it didn't go well in 2 different rooms. So here we are. I'm going to count down to 5 on... Oh, no. We just... God damn you, Disney. Your fucking mouse is very sensitive.
I use it for shooting people virtually.
I'm glad you added the virtually to that, Ben. I'm very glad you added the virtually to that. Oh my god, this is so sensitive. Yeah, you. It's all yours. All right, I'm gonna count down from 5.
Jay's not used to that pro gamer mouse sensitivity over there.
I'm not. Okay, I'll count down from 5. We go on 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resume the jokes that you made in the previous recording. Da 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 da.
God, how many more movies do you think until that gets old? Is it already old, audience?
Can I?
With the level of ADHD this group has, between us, it's not going to be.
Since Ben won't talk about the beginning of this in Scottish, which it is nice that this one at least starts in a way that seems like a Star Wars movie.
You mean war? War.
What is it good? But to move away from that, I would like to point out that just randomly sitting on Ben's desk is Chibi Robo Ziplash for the Nintendo 3DS.
Bad game.
Why is it sitting on your desk then?
Because I love Chibi Robo, and I didn't realize it was gonna be a shit game.
Ben, the only person other than what's his name?
Scott the Waz.
Other than Scott the Waz that owns a copy of Chibi Robo Ziplash.
I know some of those words separately, but I do not recognize them just together like that. I have no idea what that is that you're talking about.
Chibi Robo is a Nintendo property.
It's something. I don't know. I just know because Scott the Waz makes a ton of jokes about it all the time and says it's one of the worst games.
The old game is good. Like, the original Chibi Robo is really good, really fun.
Sure.
And then it didn't do well in America because they marketed it like shit. So
I mean, did they market it as a good game and then it was shit and that's why it didn't do well in America?
No, the original is great. It's for the GameCube. And then they released one on the DS and they were like, well, the first one didn't release well, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a partnership with Walmart, so it will only be sold in Walmart. And then they were like, well, that one sold like shit, so Americans just don't want this. It's like, no, you're just dumb.
Welcome to Chibi Robo Ziplash every week forever, the podcast in which we talk about Chibi Robo Ziplash.
You're trying to sell something with a way too complicated name to people who buy video games from Walmart. It's not going to go over well.
So, in terms of CGI, this is a pretty good scene.
This is one of the most solid openings in Star Wars.
It's my favorite opening, I think.
It certainly beats phone gags. That's for sure.
Oh, no.
And I gotta turn this down just a little bit. Yeah, my ear's blowing out here. You good?
Yep.
Okay. It's very surreal to sit in this room recording. I can see Ben's full world, and it's very interesting.
It's scary to be here, I know.
I'm trying. It's not. No, you've been very gracious to invite me over to your home, and I love the U home.
I know, but it's scary to be here.
Which is what
in
I
my
call.
headspace.
It's what I call his house. I call it the U home because it's shaped like a U. But I have to resist all urges to just slap the pizza out of it.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have complimented the CGI of the movie as fast when I remember that there's 17,000 Tamara Morrison heads that do not sync with the rest of the CGI body. Friend of the show, Zin's, on a Skype call recently went on a rant about how Canada does not claim Hayden Christensen.
They don't what?
Canada does not claim Hayden Christensen.
I couldn't tell if you said claim or blame.
No, claim, because apparently he was on like a kid's show or something, and he was very bad on it.
Oh, God.
So I remember going on a rant that was just like, no, I blame George because George is this and that, and I've explained it a million times on the podcast. And they were like, no. He was like, absolutely not. He was always bad. I'm like, I will take your word for it.
What is it with Obi-Wan and just, like, having to dodge seeker missiles?
He wants to die.
But he always successfully dodges them.
Because he's omnipotent in, like, 10 minutes from now?
That's fair.
We joked last episode about Palpatine being omniscient in regards to EU. No, in canon, Obi-Wan is about to be omniscient.
Oh, this movie has my favorite scene in all of Star Wars. I forgot.
What's that?
Dinner scene's not in this movie.
Yeah, dinner scene's not in this movie.
Okay, my other favorite scene in all of Star Wars.
The greatest scene in all of Star Wars. Which we get to watch together in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite scene, Chris?
When the ship is going down and Palpatine has just got that look on his face.
White-knuckling
it on the destroyer.
Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Maybe I didn't think this through. This movie has a lot of great moments because we've made them great moments. Also has a lot of great moments, but mostly we've made a lot of great moments. I think this is the episode that we have most fucked with in our own canon.
I realize that a lot of the time, and I realized this recently because there's a group of YouTubers I watch that do a yearly thing. They play wrestling games, primarily New Legacy Inc. Our Palpatine impression is turning into their Vince McMahon impression, where every time a digital Vince McMahon pops up on screen, you just hear ah.
Bring me to that son.
Bring me to that
son of a bitch.
Yeah, now every time Palpatine pops up on screen, we're just like, yes.
Yes. My name is Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
There's a lot of overlap with Palpatine and Vince McMahon, I think.
I think there is.
There's a lot of shared space on a Venn diagram.
I need to point out how much of a smark you look like talking about that in a Bullet Club shirt.
Listen.
It's necessary. So Obi-Wan's out here, not double-cheeked up in terms of his ship having two wings anymore. I've already succeeded in this episode. I made Chris
take out of Chris.
I think orange juices came out of my nose.
I'm so sorry. That's the worst thing to come
Just
out
over
of
here
your
trying to get my vitamin C, and I don't want it in my sinuses. God damn it.
That's one way to get your vitamin C. So Obi-Wan's out here, and half of his ship is falling apart, and he is ready for death. And Anakin comes to the side and is just like, let me try to ram you. And he's like, I don't want to avoid the chance to die. Anakin, I don't want to avoid the chance to die, but I really feel like this is a faster way for me to die. And it almost is.
There's really so many situations, like especially including like Clones and everything, where Anakin directly causes Obi-Wan's death so many years before it actually happens.
Maybe that's why he's buds with Anakin. He thinks one day he'll kill him, which he's right about.
He's right.
Now that I think about it,
He predicts it too.
He does predict it. Spring the trap.
I love the fucking smile. The pure joy of, I'm gonna spring a trap that could probably kill him.
Yeah. At this point, they're just so buddy-buddy, it's hilarious. Like, they're like...
They have so much chemistry when they're not away from each other for a whole fucking movie.
They turned an opening about flying into an enemy ship into, like... They got two characters from a buddy cop movie and put them in a war together.
And that's fantastic.
And it's beautiful.
Why couldn't all of episode 2...
Yeah. This whole opening segment is just... It's really good. It's very good. They should have forced speed into the elevator, you know.
I was just gonna say, hold on, Anakin. Me and Qui-Gon did this back in the day.
The complete incompetence of droids in this movie might be the worst use of an enemy in the entire Star Wars saga.
They even turned the big, like, super battle droids into a joke, pretty much.
Like, there's that joke, like, haha, stormtroopers can't hit anything. These droids can't even get off shots in this movie. It's like they were programmed by IBM.
But at the same time, like, this is a full-scale war in which, like, battles are being lost by the Republic, too. Like...
That's the other great thing. Like, you know, while they're doing their buddy cop shit and just trading barbs, clones are dying by the hundreds of thousands all over Coruscant.
Are currently occurring.
I don't have any of my fucking written stuff in here. I can't write that down. Fuck. What have I done? Thank you.
I do not have a writing utensil.
You have
a Jedi.
I keep note cards at my desk. I don't have a pen.
Fucking R2-D2's doing his best here. And Obi-Wan wants to complain when there's two super battle droids just walking towards him.
Well, this fucking book Obi-Wan's sitting there at one point going off on R2, and Anakin has to sit there and be like, what are you doing? And Obi-Wan's like, what? And Anakin's like, he's trying his best. Like, Obi-Wan's being actively... I see you, Jay. Obi-Wan's being actively racist to R2 in this.
This fucking... It's not that you're bringing up the book. I appreciate that you're bringing up the book. The problem is you have the worst
book in real time.
No. Although that is a pain in the ass. It's
no, but yes.
But that sucks. But that's not it.
It's that you always lead into it with a bit that if anybody missed one single rotation, they would have no idea what the fuck is going on.
It's my fanfic reimagining of Star Wars Episode 3.
Ben did write an entire AO3 book about Episode 3. It is true.
You found that?
Zen's found that. He's the expert.
He would. That is the most, like, unnecessary flourish you will ever see from the Count Dooku.
I love the front flip.
The steps are right
about it. I do love. I think you brought it up last time, Jay. The Sith Lord's speciality, and it's like, you mean this Sith Lord who kicked the absolute fuck out of both of you a couple years ago?
Also, how much of an ego trip must that be for Palpatine, for Obi-Wan to look and be like, "Oh, don't worry, sir. Sith Lords are our specialty." Meanwhile, Captain Sith Lord III is sitting there.
Captain Sith Lord III.
Captain Sith Lord.
Also, I love how fucking he walks up and just goes, "Your swords, please." Like, sir. No one in shot currently has seen a sword in their fucking life.
Obi-Wan barely moves his lightsaber to fucking deflect those fucking machine gun shots. Just like, no, please fire directly into my lightsaber.
Once again, I'd like to point out that Obi-Wan's legs would be just reduced to squished matter at this point. When that thing fucking lands on him and slides.
I think that might be practical effects is the worst part of it. They just put a doll on the ground and Dooku's at the bottom of his guard and can literally just like flick his wrist and take off his hand there.
And that's like exactly how Anakin wins this too. Oh no, Anakin just straight up grabs his arms and cuts.
Dooku, I've got some bad news for you. This is my new apprentice, and you're only going now at the end. Do you fully understand?
Kill him now.
I know it's been pointed out in the fan base to it's been done to death, but like Dooku could so easily just be like, easily blow Palpatine's cover here.
You want to know what would be super useful for Dooku right now? Force speed. He's like standing there, handless.
Nah, you see all the midichlorians he lost from losing his hands.
How many midichlorians were in Dooku's hands, Ben?
Don't you fucking... I don't want to see this in real time. I don't want to see you bring up fucking the midichlorian fucking list in real time. Don't do this. Oh my god. I hate how efficient your desktop is. He has it like one half Wikipedia, one half Skype, and then a second monitor for the movie, and it just upsets me because it's very neat and orderly.
I'm upset we don't have an official count, unofficial count for after he loses both his hands.
Damn, what a shame.
Hey, while you're there, what's Palpatine's midichlorian count? Do we know?
19,800. As of Dark Empire, 21,800.
Mara Jade just sitting there at 14,000. That seems.
I mean, Dooku
Dooku's
had-
is right there. Darth Tyrannus.
Yeah, but it doesn't give us post-hand decapitation.
It doesn't give us how many. Well, hold on. We can do some math here because isn't there?
I prefer not to.
No, hold on.
No,
This will be fun.
don't you dare hold on.
Isn't there?
Don't you hold on.
Isn't there
right?
one for Anakin when he loses
No,
his
wait,
hand?
even better, we have one for Luke, because Luke lost
That's what I'm saying, Luke.
and
Yeah,
at the race.
yeah.
So Luke lost
So
500.
okay, hold
So
on.
Palpatine
So
would have
Luke
been
lost
down to
500 midichlorians.
13,000.
This
Or
fucking
not
movie.
Palpatine. Dooku would have been back down to 13,000.
Yeah. So
Because he
Dooku.
lost both his hands.
Yeah. So Dooku lost about 1,000 midichlorians from both of his hands, essentially.
Forever. Live 6 weeks ago, everyone can hear Ben getting strangled to death by Jay.
Pain.
I love the squeaky fucking voices of the droids.
Palpatine's face.
I'm scared of you right now. Don't tell me to get in the shot. I'm scared of you.
Look at Palpatine's face.
In of a situation.
Look at his face.
Replace this shot with some kind of romantic music or porn music.
Well, I mean, in this fucking book, Obi-Wan's straight up waking up, staring at Anakin's eyes. I follow a Twitter page that randomly pulls lines from the book of this movie.
I know, I follow it too. The Star Wars Every Week Forever podcast follows that account.
Friend of the show.
This
random
person that we
episode
literally
going up.
never spoke to.
And just the other week was the one where it's like, was it the ass one? I forget. But it's like Obi-Wan wakes up and it just goes, Obi-Wan was looking at something that looked very much like Anakin's butt, because it was.
I think you brought this up on the podcast. So.
I have,
well-
but it's too good.
Can I point out how stupid this is? This whole Ray Shields thing. They can just do this to anyone at any part of the ship, whenever they want.
Why wasn't this like? First of all, they could have done it a long time ago. Second of all, why wasn't this like mandatory from every ship after this? Like,
I do love the self-awareness of Obi-Wan being like, we what happened here? We're smarter than this. Like,
A meme is born. The
very good.
the negotiator.
I love the battle droid saying "excuse me" as it moves past them.
I love when he gives the lightsabers to Grievous. Grievous like snatches them and he just goes, "You're welcome." I love how they're exchanging insults.
And for some reason, being short is an insult to Grievous because he's standing over them by like a foot and a half.
Grievous and Anakin are having petty little insults at each other. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan's sitting there, like, realizing the secrets of the universe.
Meanwhile, R2-D2 is sitting there just like, all right, none of you guys are going to fucking do anything? All right, I'll deal with it.
I also love how R2-D2 essentially just, like, does the astromech equivalent of just flail his arms and scream, and everyone's like, oh no!
This scene has a lot of work.
I was about to make another wrestling reference. I'm stopping myself because I'm already at like 3 in the first however the hell long recording we're at. Palpatine's facial expressions in every bit of this scene are just gold.
Palpatine's facial expressions in every scene that he has ever been in any of the movies. And then Grievous is just like, let me pick up this weapon.
He is so quickly just like, well, I'm out of here.
Ah, the sweet void of space, where I will be seen. minute. Hold the fuck up.
What?
So this guy,
Yeah,
has terrible lungs and is constantly coughing.
Yeah.
But he can survive in the vacuum of space.
yeah.
Look, I've brought this scene up before, I think, where it doesn't. I mean, that bugs me, but also like he just exposed the ship to the vacuum of space. They were being like pulled out the window. They would be dead by that point. They were being exposed to the vacuum of space.
1,000%. But he also does not. Well, Obi-Wan and Anakin would be dead, which I don't know how
Yeah.
that fucking works.
And like the only thing, like Grievous's internal organs aren't even like they're totally exposed. Like there's not even a cavity enclosing him.
Right.
He's just got like 2 fucking metal breastplates essentially between the vacuum of space and his lungs.
Never mind that shit. Here's the best scene in the movie. Ah, shit. Did we just lose half of this shit? What do you mean we lost something?
We lost something, Anakin.
Yeah, I think
Really?
we lost something, Anakin. I think I'm well aware that we've lost something, Anakin.
I don't know. As annoying as Anakin is, he's very good. Hayden Christensen acted that part very well, where he just the very slow turn and just we've lost something. It's very good.
A lot of moments in this opening where you could just close your eyes and you think, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Keep this level, grab that.
I hate what you've done.
Saying. Fucking Palpatine. It's so
You
silly.
get some of the best Palpatine faces in its first like 10 minutes of the movie. Probably like 20.
Yeah, we're 23 minutes in.
Stash.
Thanks. Tired for the giant. The Foley that they decided would fit the giant Durasteel ship when it hits concrete is rubber tires squeal.
Why? I didn't pick up on that. Oh.
I did. It might be because in high school I wanted to be a Foley artist, but it just sank in. That shit is just squealing tires. Oh, the ship has turn signal. See, unfinished CGI in the background there. Yeah.
Well,
Everything looks like plastic.
Ewan McGregor is very good.
shout out to the random guy on Reddit last night I saw on the Star Wars subreddit who said he had just watched the prequels for like the first time in a decade and was just like, you motherfuckers at prequel memes have ruined these movies for me. All I see is the memes. And it's
I still remember our first like watch through. When we were on episode 1, I was in a Discord call with my friend, and the whole time I was there, like, if that line's a meme,
That line's a meme.
yep, that line's a meme.
And then we've added memes on top of these memes.
We've created in-joke memes.
Why have we never cross-promoted on prequels meme? I think they might like us.
I don't know if you can promote there.
Goddamn Reddit.
Well, I mean, we can meme the parts of the movies that we already made.
If for some reason you listen to this podcast and you're an admin on prequel memes, shout us out maybe.
Hey, if you want to shill for us.
If you want to shill for Star Wars every week forever.
If you would like to sponsor this horrible shit show.
If you
You
would
can
like to
email
sponsor this, we won't let you. Do not waste your money on us.
No.
Oh no.
No.
If you're a dumb corporation and you want to give us money, We'll
Okay,
totally promote your shit.
Padme's not even fucking hiding here.
Email us at StarWarsEveryWeekForever@gmail.com. We promise we won't call you a dumb corporation if
We love capitalism.
We adore capitalism. Ben definitely doesn't have the Communist Manifesto sitting on his desk right now.
The best is I snagged that from my parents, who Jay can attest are like near goddamn libertarians.
I need to prove the fact that you have the Communist Manifesto sitting on this desk.
Hilarious.
We love capitalism. We're studying the enemy.
I love me some capitalism.
I didn't even say that one. This is probably the best acted scene that Padme and Anakin have. Like, as far as Padme and Anakin's talking to each other, they never have chemistry. Like, I guess, like, their like, confession is okay in Attack of the Clones, but this actually is, like, a good scene. And then it's ruined when they're talking on the balcony. When it might be the worst Padme and Anakin scene as far as dialogue they've ever had.
That's saying a lot.
What is with that ship? It moves like a skateboard.
I hate that ship design.
It's like something that somehow that spaceship needs an alignment.
And it's like in Clone Wars, that's like the CIS like shuttlecraft. Like they use them all the time, and it bothers me. It's got a random ass fin just sticking up for no reason.
It makes me laugh every time how Grievous just runs out of the ship, like he's just jogging at all times, like a fucking like RPG character who can't stop running.
The controls are too sensitive. I can't push the stick only just enough to walk.
That's why he's always tilting forward.
Leading with his head. I'm pretty sure certain sports say that's a bad idea.
Grievous is just Naruto running everywhere.
Thank Christ I'm not.
Except with 4 arms.
Thank Christ I'm not editing the MP4s for this rotation.
Alright, I'll bring it up next rotation. No!
About to become a witness to a murder tonight, I think.
All I did was pick up my hands and vaguely motion as if I was going to choke him. I didn't do anything.
She's just sitting there. Menacingly.
Low-key, one of the best underrated Ian McDiarmid deliveries is the one far younger and more powerful. Like, he didn't have to go that hard on that line.
Ian McDiarmid doesn't have to go as hard on any of his lines that he does. Oh, that's your water.
My master, have you ever realized that you speak in a very specific tone? I have no idea what you mean that I speak in a very specific tone. What exactly am I supposed to take from that? Well, I'm not quite sure how you ever kept it a secret that all the apprentices you had before me were expendable. Why is that, Lord Vader? Because sometimes you talk to me as if you are speaking with venom enough to tell me you're replacing me, and I pick up on it. And you're telling me Grievous couldn't?
I think Vader is so stuck and like the robot suit has him so trapped that like he probably knows full well all of Palpatine's shit and there's just nothing he can do about it. Like Palpatine at least twice a week is like, Lord Vader, you know one day I will kill you, right? Just thought you should know. And it just leaves the room with Vader's leg in hand.
I took his leg.
Took his leg again.
Lord Vader, you've upset me. I'm sending you and we're taking you apart piece by piece. I think we need to send you to the shop, make sure that you're working all right.
No, you see, Palpatine would be the kind of motherfucker who, like, we need Lord Vader. Lord to work on your leg. And he, like, he sends him to, like, the shop, and Palpatine gives the guy running the fucking robot limb shop specific orders to shorten just his left leg by about 1.5 inches.
My master, it seems I'm a little unbalanced. Are you sure that they are the best in the galaxy and they are the only ones that can help you? I am absolutely sure that your legs are the exact same length they were before.
Lord Vader, how could you possibly be out of balance? You know, the whole prophecy and balance to the
You're
You're perfectly fine. That's fine.
You've already brought balance, Lord Vader. What could be imbalanced?
These pistachios are dangerous.
I will say, the only things that I'm editing for specific reasons in the MP4 are when we do a Downtime Darth or a Papa Palps bit. We're averaging like 7 or 8 an episode.
So Jay, obviously Jay's staying at my house for a little bit. Jay was editing, what was it, yesterday?
Yeah, I was editing in your living room.
And I was walking by and she had a notepad that just lists time codes and abbreviations, and it was just like Papa Palps. Well, there was like 10 of them.
To be specific, it was time code PP, time code PP, time code PP. So it must have looked real weird to anybody other than me and Ben, which luckily nobody else was home.
Also, Jay just kind of held it up. I'm like, what?
I threw it at him.
What am I looking at? I'm scared.
This is also a decent Anakin and Padme scene. Like, Blunt Castle. Like they have decent chemistry there. Like, it's not impossible for them to have a decent scene.
I love this scene. Yoda's such a dick. This is full of
Yoda's such a piece of shit.
Feelings you are having, young Skywalker. Might I suggest not?
Bad news bears this is.
Dreams of death you are having. How embarrassing.
Good thing this is.
I know Jay and I weirdly make a lot of Smosh references nowadays, but it really is the Shane Top bit of like the music teacher as the counselor. And she's like, heard you've been feeling a little sad lately. Have you tried just guitar riff and not
feeling
doing that?
Not doing that. I was actually thinking of the Tommy Bowie what is it? It's the hello, I am your mental illness thing. When I was doing that.
It's me, your mental illness.
Hello, I am your mental illness. I heard you were feeling sad. Have you tried not doing that?
For how much I shit on my family, I am surprised I've never had to have that conversation of like, no, I can't just not be sad anymore, Mom.
Your mom gets sad too.
Not you, Mom. Different.
Okay.
I have so many parents.
I did adopt you. It is true.
I have so many parents. Just picturing like a sad Bruce Wayne in the corner.
Oh, no.
You're not my real mom, Commissioner Gordon. I want to point out, we passed it a little bit ago, but all of a sudden we went from blank star map to way too many signatures on this small map of a region. in the war room there.
George Lucas taking a few too many notes.
I hope you trust me.
What were they doing right before that line? Like, they're just strutting around Palpatine's office for no reason.
I feel like watching this movie for the first time, that scene starts and it's just, I hope you trust me, Anakin. And at least one guy in the audience went, uh-oh.
Immediate red flag.
I like to imagine that anytime Anakin and Palpatine talk, part of the reason they bonded is because Anakin keeps a bag of cough drops on him, because Palpatine is constantly going, I'm sorry, Anakin. Do you have one of those cough drops? I'm all out. Thank you. Thank you, Anakin.
Star Wars Episode 3 is sponsored by
No, we're beeping that out.
No, fuck you. Pay us. You don't get free advertisements.
We don't get free advertisements.
Random lozenge company.
Lozenge Company, if you want to advertise with Star Wars Every Week Forever, you can contact us, StarWarsEveryWeekForever@gmail.com.
I kind of want to contact a lozenge company now.
Just any of them. How many are there nowadays?
See if I can pull it off.
They just turned that into fucking dick jokes. That's what that would end up being. Just like us advertising as them.
Yeah, they're soothing and
Random Lozenger Company. Keep on
random
sucking.
lozenge company.
Keep on.
Much like Star Wars just keeps on sucking.
This is the best watch I've had ever, I think, already.
This rotation has been very nice.
Last episode, I hit a fucking wall towards the end.
Yeah, that last half hour, it was a slog for you.
I was mad. I don't know what it is about Geonosis, but it will hit me like a truck, right before Geonosis. That the movie is not over and everything before this was bad. The Geonosis is mediocre, and that makes me even more mad at the front half of the movie. Because everything before it is bad.
I love Anakin's little temper tantrums. It's adorable.
It's very adorable that the last time he had one, he committed a genocide, Ben.
Listen. Our cult doesn't like it when people question our cult, Anakin.
Anakin, you been talking to the cops?
I told you there's nothing that the cops can help you with. We are the cops.
Yeah. Anakin,
we are the cops. We are the military, and we are the church.
Yeah, Anakin, I know we just really, really alienated you with that whole Ahsoka situation, but this movie looks horrible because of the Clone Wars now. We've talked about this too, but Clone Wars really makes
Don't. Please don't.
What has Ben doing?
Jedi Temple bombing.
Yeah, Jay's seeing me check Wikipedia in real time now, and she's not happy about it.
I'm not.
Yeah, this had to happen months before this exact scene.
So the Jedi Temple got bombed in Clone Wars then.
Yeah, that's so
it looks fine to me.
The temple gets bombed by Luminara and Billy's apprentice.
Sure.
What's her name?
I know who Luminara is.
She's actually in the Battle of Geonosis in episode 2.
Yeah, I know who.
No, the apprentice.
I don't fucking know.
What's her name?
Every Jedi in the Battle of Geonosis just kind of blends together.
But
is she double lightsaber guy? Because if not, I don't care.
Is she double lightsaber guy or person that shits themselves from InSync?
But Barasafi. Off, he gets very disillusioned with the Jedi Order. Steals
Sure.
Asajj Ventress's lightsabers and bombs the Jedi Temple, and essentially frames Ahsoka for it.
Again, sounds like a Karen Traviss novel.
So they revoke Ahsoka's status as a Jedi and they lock her in prison, and then the Jedi figure out what happened, and the council just kind of goes, "Oh well, that was a whoopsie. You can still be a Jedi if you want." And Ahsoka's like, "Nah, I'm good.
We're
I'm
very
good, fam."
sorry we blamed you for a war crime. Would you like to come back to the Order?
You know, the organization I've been a part of for 10 years.
This movie is just Anakin Skywalker coming to terms with the fact that he has childhood trauma with his parents, but his parents are just a giant cult. Maybe my parents weren't the best.
Are my parents the bad guys?
Are they the baddies?
Are we the baddies?
And then his reaction is, I'll kill every single one of them.
Yeah, the Jedi no longer believe in the same principles I believe in, so I'm just gonna kill them, you know?
Chris has walked away.
His blazer is still sitting on the back of his
The one that he
chair.
same one that he used for the Star Wars Christmas special. In December, we are currently recording at the end of February. Welcome to Judgment Every Week Forever.
I mean, to be fair,
he's gonna be so pissed when he hears this episode. Oh. The fucking belly singing and oh man, he walked away, so we don't know if his edible would have kicked in this specific scene, and that makes me sad.
Maybe he walked away because it was kicking.
Maybe. Oh, here's George Lucas. There's George Lucas.
There's
He's
Georgie
the blue guy.
boy.
And there's his daughter, who he's speaking to.
Ooh, yay. Ooh.
What's the name of the head tail horned folks? I can't. Does it start with a C?
I honestly don't know off the top of
I knew at one point I had a. Oh, why do I open my mouth?
my head.
You probably picked up on the mic because we're using my mic that all of a sudden there was a clicking sound. That's what that was.
Yeah, I have a very clickety-clackety computer.
Sly Moore?
That's probably him.
His name is Sly. Oh no.
Oh no, Sly Moore is
Their name is Sly Moore?
Yeah. I've actually always wondered what their name is, because I know they're in Umbaran, which was a planet that actually fought against the Republic.
Sly
Oh no,
Moore?
you're talking about Mass Amida.
That's more forgivable than Sly Moore.
Sly Moore.
Sly Moore. What's the name? Chagrian.
Chagrin, yeah.
Hey, how you doing on that edible? How you doing on that edible, buddy? We just gotta watch for a second here.
We got the cowabunga fingers.
On an audio podcast.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. I'm just give it a second.
They're amphibians?
I mean, like that.
What are amphibians?
The Chagrians, which is the horned head tail folks.
Mm.
I knew it started with a C. Please tell me we didn't. I feel like we didn't miss the opera here. I just want to see Chris's reaction to the opera.
Oh, I'm fine. What are you talking about?
I mean, he's seen it 9 other times at this point.
On edibles.
Probably.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
You mean you? He thinks inwards, only about themselves. Oh, Anakin Skywalker, then. I mean, you're not selfless and you do not care about others.
The Jedi are selfless. They only care about others.
Except me.
Just look at when I told Yoda my wife was dying.
For example.
Take, for example. Okay, so take, for example, Ahsoka. Oh, shit. Fuck.
Wait, no.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Can't pick any of the battles they were in because that was very not cool.
yeah,
It's like, take for example, the Mandalorian woman that Obi-Wan. Oh.
shit.
Oh wait.
Well, what about the people that the pre-space flight people that we found that were the CIS were taking over? Oh shit! You told me not to help them, and I helped them anyway. Fuck. Shit.
Anakin went against the Prime Directive.
Anakin did go against the Prime Directive. This is true. Wait, I don't know for a fact.
Like father, like daughter, or yeah.
Motherfucker, we can't talk about this. We can't talk about it.
Give it a couple weeks.
I'll find a way to not talk about it. I made a promise. I intend to keep it.
Oh, we're missing the tragedy of Darth Plagueis.
The pride that Palpatine takes and just like, then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. He could save others from death, but not himself. I'm sorry, Anakin. I need a lozenge. Thank you.
Anakin, I need a lozenge for my throat. My throat is hurting.
Not from a Jedi. Okay, sorry. Flappy tails. This sequence is good, and also probably shouldn't even be in the movie.
The Battle of Kashyyyk.
Yeah, like, it's cool, but it's just another, like, that and Utapau, which I know, Utapau is cool. But those two scenes, like, visually, they're cool. Oh, that was Luminara, wasn't it? Yeah. But, like, what did they add to the movie?
The war. Our Star War.
The only reason why this exists, Kashyyyk special, is to tell us where Yoda was.
Nah, it's because Chewie is integral to the plot.
Chewie is integral to the plot. George knew when he was writing the original trilogy, I know that Chewie's integral to Yoda's survival, so I have to put that idea on hold.
I choose to believe. So, like, we know Chewie was captured by the Empire at some point, because a lot of Wookiees were.
Yeah.
But, like, I choose to believe that Palpatine was just like, there was one Wookiee Yoda always hung out with.
Bring me,
and I want him captured.
Bring me the one named Chewbacca.
Hey, can I ask a question? What the fuck happens to Tarful?
It's a great question. And now I'm waiting for it. Yeah, go ahead.
I know
Google
Jay
it.
gets real sad because I dig through Wikipedia. In canon. Oh, we don't have a lot on him in canon.
14
Oh,
TDY.
that's right. He
worked with Saw Gerrera.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in Fallen Order.
He was in Fallen Order, I know that, but like
I don't think we have anything after Fallen Order.
Wait a minute. Fallen Order has Tarful? Why haven't I finished that game? I don't know. Don't fucking look at me like that. I watch Star Wars every week, Ben!
I do love that little half-second scene of Yoda dodging a blaster bolt.
He doesn't even dodge. He just, like, hobbles.
Yoda doesn't want to fight anymore. Yoda just wants to command people to die for him.
Yoda's had his fill of war crimes.
No, Yoda's had his fill of being in wars. Now he just wants to direct other war criminals.
Yoda's had his fill of directly committing war crimes. Now he just commands other people to commit his war crimes.
What's the Air
Yoda's ready for the Senate.
I was about to say, what's the Air Force One quote? Do you think he's not a killer sitting behind that desk?
Yeah, we have no idea what happens to Tarful in canon after Fallen Order.
That will haunt me now until Tarful pops up again in something.
In some obscure Star Wars novel.
Oh fuck, they go to the Shadowlands in
Yeah.
I need to talk myself out of playing this game.
It's a good game.
Yeah, but I don't want to do Star Wars, man.
I know, but Jay, I just tried to talk you into a Star Wars board game an hour ago.
You weren't seriously actually trying to talk me into it, were you?
I mean, I'm never opposed to playing that game.
8 hours long.
It's not 8 hours long.
Oh.
Twilight Imperium's 8 hours long, if you know what you're doing.
Listen, the way we do anything, it probably is 8 hours.
Yeah.
These look so. Oh my god, the background fucking clones are so much worse.
So
oh my god, I've never noticed just how bad the other. Like your eyes are immediately drawn to Commander whatever. Is that Cody? All right, Commander Cody. And then you look at the other ones, and they don't even look like Tamara Morrison.
No, that's why I kind of like what Clone Wars did with the clones, because a lot of them don't look like Tamara Morrison.
Right. They make themselves look different, but their faces are still in some way Tamara Morrison. Those clones were not.
They're not that close. Tamara Morrison's got like a rounded jaw.
You're right.
Rex has like a square jaw.
You're right. Tamara Morrison never had two individual pieces of bacon down the middle of his head.
Yeah, but wasn't the thing with Bad Batch that they weren't like fully?
They were like
they were.
They had different genetic like mutations.
Yeah, like they were fucked with. That was the thing. So it's like, yeah, of course they don't look.
Sounds like Finn and Rose need to start another Xavier's Institute.
Yeah, but Rex still looks like Tamara Morrison.
Why?
Sad J noises.
He'd go for his mouse, and I'm like, nobody laughed at my 2 pieces of bacon joke. Don't give me a pity laugh.
No, I was more laughing at just the sad tone of voice because I didn't even hear whatever that was happening.
Ben was looking at me like I was fucking nuts. I seen the 2 pieces of bacon.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm confused.
There's a clone trooper in the first season of Clone Wars that just has 2 strips of individual hair down the back of his head.
Right, he's got like a mohawk with a shave spot down the middle.
Yes.
He's got a reverse mohawk.
Because it's Clone Wars and because it's a certain color, it looks like 2 individual pieces of bacon.
From a certain point of view, I suppose.
Shut the fuck up.
It's area.
Collectively put so much hostility into that. Oh god, round 2 of Obi-Wan being the slickest motherfucker.
Round 2. I gotta stop making Daredevil 2004 fucking references on the podcast. There's a problem with the prequels, and that comes from my childhood. So the DVDs for these movies had like individual scenes that would like become still images. Like you'd load it up, like a ship would come in or something, and then it would be an individual image of a scene. So every time I see those specific scenes, I remember, oh yeah, the DVD had that exact.
Because I had this DVD.
And it was cool for the time because like you take out the DVD, you put it back in, different scene. Excuse me, personal space, please.
Dude freaks me the fuck out.
Excuse me, sir, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Gonna need you to step about 6 feet back.
That's too real. I do like this character though. He's on screen for like a minute, but he steals the scene. And also, that guy was scratching his butt.
Is it the finger guns guy or?
Yeah, finger guns guy, and then the guy by him was scratching his butt. Because that is DVD still.
Okay, I was.
So was
I also love how the droid watched all of that. Didn't even notice Obi-Wan never got in the ship.
That's just a fucking pterodactyl dragon. One in the background. That's just a pterodactyl dragon. It's a dragon with a pterodactyl.
Yeah, I think it's the females have wings.
It's the same species?
Yeah.
Huh. Weird. Fuck.
I need to verify.
Sending you to the Mustafar system. A place where you can barely live. The volcanoes are so hot that you normally cannot live on it. Obi-Wan Lizard. Oh, the Star Wars databank. I haven't seen that since I was 12.
Nah, Wikipedia.
I used to go on the Star Wars databank while I was waiting for Revenge of the Sith to come out.
Oh, no, never mind.
Good. That was actually terrible canon.
Because, fucking Boga is actually a female. The one that Obi-Wan's riding.
Nerd. Here comes the unnecessary jump. That is tactically a terrible decision. Hello there. General Kenobi. This scene could have ended so easily. Not even a Jedi could have, like, unless it's like Luke Skywalker hollow projecting, could have survived like all of those droids opening fire.
Counterpoint. Original Clone Wars short Mace Windu.
You make a fair point, you nerd.
I fucking love Obi-Wan throughout all of Utapau. He's just the best.
He's not cocky so much as he is actively trying to get him to murder him.
He's just antagonizing so bad.
Like, the look on his face when he jumps off after he de-hands him 4 times, it's just like, man, you couldn't fucking kill me.
The look on his face when he sees Grievous pull out 4 lightsabers, and Obi-Wan just gets the biggest smile.
The look on his face when he doubles back, it's like he's corpsing. Like, he sees him pull out the lightsabers, and he just starts to rotate his hands unnecessarily. And he, like, doubles back, pulls his back, and is like, really? Is this what we're doing?
Obi-Wan's just failing upwards, like the helicopter.
No, I wouldn't even say that.
I mean right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because the helicopter lightsabers are coming at him, and Obi-Wan's like, shit, how do I make this look believable? But still give him an edge, and Obi-Wan's just accidentally winning.
Obi-Wan, omnipotent.
His face right there is great.
I love the little.
Oh God, Tamara Morrison, anything but that.
Oh
God, not 1,000 Tamara Morrisons.
No, I'm talking about Grievous. Like, Grievous is shitting himself. There's a billion Tamara Morrisons just rolling on him.
Army or not,
I'd start running too.
Are we doing the close eye thing? All right, I guess we're doing the close eye thing.
And Grievous has the fucking eye goop and everything.
It's not goop, it's his burned face. Every Star Wars villain has to run over something at some point. That's just cool. How you doing there, Chris?
I'm trying to fix my. There we go. I was trying
Did you get
to
the cluster?
no, I was trying to fix my volume. I was going through my volume mixer and adjusting things.
You missed your wheel.
Oh, I didn't miss the wheel. It's still there. It's beautiful. Big fan of that wheel.
You're a little behind us then, but that's okay.
No, I'm saying yes, it's off screen
Exactly.
now, but like there's still more wheel, you know. I've not missed the wheel.
The wheel starts coming and it don't stop coming.
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker leaves the room. So that fucking guy.
Yeah. I just want to hear from off screen. I can hear you.
What if Coyote Mundi was the one that was there and approached Palpatine?
I also love that Coyote Mundi's response is, if he literally turns into a dictator, we should probably do something about that.
Yeah.
Well,
No, listen, we shouldn't stop him from becoming a dictator, but if he becomes a dictator, we know our worst fears were correct.
But yeah, fuck Coyote Mundi.
I feel like Coyote Mundi would be like, all right, so here's what we're going to do. Let's plan the most elaborate assassination humanly possible.
When I was like entering like teenage years and like reading the books more and like kind of like really investing in Star Wars as a whole, I'm learning more about the Jedis I didn't pay a ton of attention to when I was younger, and for a bit there, I was really confused and I never knew what Kiadi's name was. And at one point, I was like kind of half convinced his name was like Coyote Monday. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That has
Sounds
to
like
be the root of his name. Like, George Lucas somehow started there.
It sounds like a punk band or something.
It sounds
Coyote Monday. That's definitely a folk punk band.
It sounds like the name of your local car salesman that's gotten ad time on local television. Come on down to
Coyote Monday.
Come on down to Coyote Mondays. We got the best prices on speeders down here, and we also commit tons of war crimes. Do you need an illegal blaster? I got one for you.
I need to real quick just talk about how Anakin is just now putting the pieces together.
He's dumb.
I know, but
He's not
imagine Palpatine, like, my whole plan is predicated on this, and he hasn't picked up my hints yet. It's just like Palpatine. You just gotta speak your mind, kid. Like, you just gotta be open.
It makes me happy watching Ben do the same thing that Jay and I did on a Discord call with a bunch of friends last week while playing Cards Against Humanity, where anytime anything Star Wars gets brought up, we just mean, yes, Lord Vader.
Just now, you're the Sith Lord.
He's not a smart shit. We don't get to hear Ben's Palpatine voice as much as me and Chris throw that shit out there. It's so different than ours in such a hilariously great way. He has more tone control than I think our smoker asses have left in our fucking lungs.
I mean, it's also because when I'm bored, I just make voices at myself.
I do too, but I still don't.
We do too. We play D&D constantly, you know? We're
I'll
all
be
dungeon
sitting
masters
in a room.
here.
I'll be sitting in a room with no one to interact with me, and I'll just make voices. My coworkers, like, sometimes walk through my area, and they're just like, Ben, who are you talking to? I'm like, no one.
Of course,
I don't do it outside of my house, but I do the same thing.
Of course, you should tell the Jedi Temple that I'm planning to take over. But also, you should pick up some lozenges on your way back, because I'm definitely going to need them in about a half hour or so.
Yes, Anakin, please tell them. But come back, I might need some backup if they send Mr. Windu.
I would really like to insult Mr. Windu quite a lot, actually.
I love this bike so much. I love it. Look at it. It's perfection.
You have a very strange definition of perfection.
I mean, you do too.
Listen.
Look at it. Look how sturdy those wheels are. I mean, it is Obi-Wan.
These 2 wheels.
Yeah, but like Obi-Wan's trying to stick it, and it's just doing nothing.
Hold on. Does it have individual blades on the ends of the? Well, I mean, it's got.
Yeah, it's got little hooks.
Goodbye.
So, you watched the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre tonight?
Oh God,
Lord,
how is
not
it?
good. Not good.
Danny wanted to watch it, and I told her it looked like garbage.
It was
It
very
was
bad.
garbage.
It was very.
Oh, good. I'm glad I was right.
Granted, I only saw like the last 40 minutes, maybe.
I missed the first 15 minutes. It was good, and then it was really bad, and then it was hilariously bad. But that movie doesn't understand how a chainsaw works and how easily a chain breaks on one.
Seems to be. You would think it's a pretty important thing that if you're making a movie called Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
No. The chainsaw was indestructible. Like
you'd want to have like a rudimentary understanding of how chainsaws work.
Chained chainsaw.
That's like if that has blades on the end, that's how that chopper works.
Yeah.
Like it should break all the time, but it doesn't.
I still really like Obi-Wan using a blaster. I don't know why.
I do too, but like more importantly, I love just the noises that come from Jim during this movie.
They're very good.
He makes the funniest fucking sounds.
I think Ben Burt just had an orgasm inside of that.
General Grievous has one of, if not the worst death in all of Star Wars.
Very violent. And then
It's like horrific.
Obi-Wan's just like so uncivilized. It's like, well, I mean, yeah, you did brutally murder that guy.
Damn, Obi-Wan updated the council quick.
It's not like a verb you use on human beings that Mace Windu just you. Yes, you never say like they just destroyed that person for killing someone. Like he's like, no, he destroyed General Grievous.
I feel like Mace Windu might think Grievous is a robot, like full robot.
I mean, you can be forgiven for it.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I feel like I just learned in the course of doing this podcast that he's not actually just a fucking robot.
I mean, he gets shot in the heart in the movie.
They rip his chest cavity open.
And he has nothing but a heart and lungs inside of there.
And like a
Yeah, but
might be his lungs. I don't know.
Would that classify him as a cyborg?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a textbook definition of cyborg.
I mean,
Star Wars everywhere in this fucking room.
There is no escape.
I can't fucking move without bumping into Star Wars.
I mean, Vader's a cyborg, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean
guess.
Luke's a cyborg after Empire.
This is a good scene.
This is a good scene. This is probably the best scene in all the prequels.
This is a good scene because George decides, shut the fuck up, shut everything the fuck up, just follow them with the camera like I'm good at.
They took the dry erase board that says faster and more intense away from for this scene.
Let me do this scene. George, please.
Just let the actors act, George.
The crew watched George take a dry erase eraser and just wipe off that board, and everyone went, oh
my God, the gloves are off!
It's just like the PA is just like, oh my God, it's happening.
It's happening. It's happening. This is not a false alarm.
And then like 30 minutes later, furiously scribbling faster and more intense for the Palpatine fight with the Jedi.
Well, it was nice. I mean, it furiously since he had to re-choreograph and redo that entire scene on set. So it was very furious.
Yikes.
Did you just do the thing where you get ready to take a shot, so you pound it on the ground again?
No, I thought it was empty, but I picked it up just to check,
okay.
and I felt there was stuff on it, but my brain was already like, put it back down, so I picked it back up after I put it back down. Welcome to live commentary
Sorry,
of Ben
Ben.
drinking soda.
Welcome to live commentary of Jay occasionally looking to her left and seeing just Ben snacking the entire episode.
There you go.
I got a munch. I said you can have some pistachios if you
I'm
want.
good. Fisto has a lot of swagger for a man that's about to get killed in 2.5 seconds.
Hey, he lasts like 1.5 seconds longer than the other two. Besides, I love Kit Fisto. I would have Kit Fisto's children.
Gross. Why do I have to be in the room for this?
Nothing up my sleeve except for this.
Yeah, sweet fucking, like, wrist holster palps.
Would you like to see a magic trick? That's the way to do. You see, I've had a lot of downtime in me sitting inside of this room when I'm not being bothered by senators or members of my other army. I've been working on my card playing skills, and in today's lesson, ta-da, here's a lightsaber.
Palpatine just does like middle school magic shows on the side.
That's where he got the name Lord Sidious. My name is Lord Sidious, and what you're about to see is not of this world or any other world.
My name is Lord Sidious, and welcome to Jackass.
Okay, you ruined the bit. It had
Just
so
the way
many.
you said I'm Lord Sidious, I was like, yeah.
It had so much legs, and now it.
I had a friend try to convince me and Jay, like this week, last week, that Jackass was like film, like it was like
It was a great.
it was some profound
it was like
filmmaking thing. I'm like, nah, it's just a bunch of white boys being white boys.
And the man works in
Yeah.
LA.
Well, I mean, listen, I love those fucking idiots, so I don't fully disagree, but I
No,
wouldn't
but, like,
I wouldn't go that far.
The literal statement was it's something profound.
It's profound in its own way, you know,
Listen.
profoundly stupid.
This guy once tried to convince us to say it was art if you put a dildo on a wall inside of an art exhibit. So I feel like.
I mean,
I've been to some bad
anything
art
is art.
exhibits. He's not wrong.
This is
Traitor.
top 3 best Palpatine scenes. The power to save the one you love.
Anakin, please hurry. He's melting my face.
I'm going to need even more. I don't know if lozenges will fix this one. Now that's bad CGI. Fucking dramatic zoom in.
And the 20 pounds of fucking makeup.
It's not makeup, it's prosthetic. It's
Well,
full
prosthetic.
It's full prosthetic.
Yeah. A prosthetic head.
You're right. They replaced his full head with prosthetics, Ben.
His head.
They just Grievoused him. They put.
I just threw out 2 pistachios by accident. I'm sad.
Mace Windu's yell here is like no bad.
Nah.
It is.
It's bad. It's not that bad.
It's bad.
Right.
Chris put on a hoodie and I can't tell if it's merch or not.
Chris found that hoodie like half an hour ago.
What are you trying to figure out?
Your hoodie.
What's your hoodie?
It's my place of employment.
Oh, no free advertising.
No free advertising. I do love them, but no free advertising.
Motherfuckers think Mace Windu's still alive, and I'm mad.
I mean,
Don't
I'm
need me right now.
It's me. I'm motherfuckers. I believe Mace Windu is still alive.
That's me.
It's me. I'm motherfucker. I am that motherfucker.
Just me and a bunch of dudes on Reddit, apparently.
Palpatine's voice right now.
The Force
is strong with you.
He needs a lozenge, all right?
Lord Vader.
I've been training you for this moment. I need a lozenge.
Your new suit, Lord Vader. You know the button on the chest? It pops out a
There's a
lozenge.
little compartment.
It pops out a compartment that has a lozenge, Lord Vader. I need you to give it to me. You're my lozenger, bitch. Why did they put evil reverb on Palpatine's voice here? Palpatine's voice is evil enough. You don't need it.
Alright, I can't.
Ben, for
I
audio
put
listeners.
the pistachios out of immediate reach of myself.
So for audio
Ben and the pistachios has really been an arc this episode.
So for audio listeners, usually you don't hear Ben shuffling on the mic because his mic is very quiet. My mic, which is currently set up, is very loud, so I can imagine you've heard those pistachios all night. So what you just heard was Ben putting the pistachios just barely out of reach.
Yeah, I gotta lean forward to reach them now, so I'm too lazy to get them.
Must be done, Lord Vader. Bring me the lozenge.
Bring me the Jedi children. Like, that would have been just so much easier to say here. Like, now, here's a good question. Do we think Palpatine truly wanted Anakin to kill all those children?
No, I legitimately don't think that was part of the plan. I think Palpatine...
Anakin's just like, oh, that was a big miscommunication.
I think he figured that Anakin would do it, but I think he more hoped that Anakin would walk in with 17 children, just like, what do I do with them? And
Palpatine
Palpatine
sends him off to see what happens.
All right, Lord Vader, I need you to leave the room for a second.
All right. We're going to see how cold of a motherfucker you are, Anakin.
Palpatine's in his office with the two, bureaucrats he always has around, like, all right, place your bets. Do the children live or die?
I'm going to put up a whiteboard. Let me erase faster and more intense. Lord, what was the name of that fucking person?
God.
Like, we found the name of one of the senator or one of the bureaucrats while you were gone. It was really bad.
It's like Palpatine's sending Anakin on like a fucking RPG quest where it's like, one of those that you can complete in like 6 different ways, and Anakin's just that shithead video game player who's just like, I'll just do the one where I kill literally everyone. It's the easiest way to do this.
Okay. All right. Slymore. Masamita. Slymore. I want you to write down on this whiteboard. Put some money on it. Will Anakin kill the children or spare them? But to go back, before we completely derailed this bit, Chris asked, do you think that Palpatine wanted him to kill them? I think he thought it was a possibility. I think he didn't. If Anakin didn't, he had a plan. I think Anakin would walk in with the kids, and then Palpatine was like, "All right, leave us." It's like Anakin leaves is just like, "All right, I'm sending you to this specific planet. I know a guy. They're gonna train you. In 20 years, I'm going to have use for you."
I love this right here. Like, literally, Cody gives Obi-Wan the lightsaber.
Yeah.
A second later. Alright, I need you to kill him. You're kidding, right? No, I need you to kill him now.
I like the fact that Palpatine is unnecessarily standing with his wrists
With
high
T-Rex
up
arms?
with T-Rex arms.
Commander Cody.
So for that visual bit on our audio podcast, Chris just lifted his hands into a T-Rex pose and said, "Commander Cody."
Also helps I have my hood up and I'm just here and I'm my best Palpatine attire currently.
Yes, do it. Do it. Murder Kiani Mundi, please.
"Commander Cody, have you ever seen dinosaurs in New York? I would like you to do to Obi-Wan Kenobi what the guy at the end of the movie gets done to him by the comedian, because that is comedy."
This one always makes me sad.
Ayla Secura?
Yeah.
It's so much overkill.
It's just so much. That's actually one of the Jedi that doesn't totally suck.
Yeah. Kiani Mundi, I have no sympathy for. Motherfucker's a piece of shit.
Yoda's like,
This one also makes me sad.
Plo Koon.
Yeah.
I like Plo Koon.
Just because, like, he's so good. And then there he goes.
He's also the only one still using the out-of-date Starfighter.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but she was also apparently
Is that?
there.
No, that's not Ponda Baba.
No,
It's
Now what happened to who's Mrs. Minch? What's
are they really a
Yaddle.
couple? Is that canon now?
No.
I was gonna say.
No. What do we know who killed Yaddle?
Oh no. Yaddle is trending.
That was true.
I know.
We really should start that as a new segment called Yaddle is Trending, where we just give random pieces of lore about Yaddle.
If we ever get an audience, we need to start a bit called Yaddle is Trending, and we just work really hard to get Yaddle trending at some point after an episode comes out.
We don't know what happened to Yaddle. Oh, wait.
What? Wait, do we actually not have a canon death of Yaddle?
Hold on, there it is. Scroll up. That's Legacy.
Yeah, no, the last thing is that she resigned from the Jedi Council.
Okay.
Yaddle's still out there, just like Mace Windu.
Yaddle will return in Mandalorian Season 3. Yeah, I would unironically watch that if I found out Yaddle returned, because I think it would be funny as shit. I've gotten to the point where it's like my opinion on this Doctor Strange film that's coming out in our time soon. Like, give me stupid. I will laugh at stupid if I am not incredibly emotionally attached to something. I would enjoy the stupid, please.
Get out of there, Jimmy.
Jimmy, you have to be in Obi-Wan and Rogue One. Get out of there, quick.
Jimmy, you have to go on to be in one of the best seasons of Dexter. Get out of there.
That's Ollie. Fucking the Star Wars databank for the second time in one night.
So who killed Yaddle? Oh, wait, no, we don't. We have no idea. We did resolve that. That's right.
But that one that Jay was asking about was Stas.
And they really haven't changed the Star Wars databank in the last...
This child Jedi is kind of badass until he just gets smirked.
What's that, Chris?
I said this child Jedi is kind of badass before he just gets like murked in like 2 seconds.
One of George Lucas's sons?
I don't know.
I know it's some relation to someone in production.
Probably.
Look how his beard is fucking dry.
I mean, you can't mess up the beard.
But, like, the rest of him is soaked and the beard's
Yeah.
dry.
He just did the wrestler thing where he poured a bottle of water over his head before he went out.
Ewan McGregor has a contractual clause in his contract, actually, where his beard is not allowed to be wet at any time. If it is, he's allowed to get out of his contract.
Yeah, he just plastic wraps his face before he goes into the water.
I love this very poorly hidden escape pod. Like, it's in a field covered by just bushes. They leaned against it.
Also, where on Kashyyyk is this happening? Because everything that we see at Kashyyyk in this movie is, like, not canon accurate of Kashyyyk.
No, it is.
Like, where?
This is literally the most canon material we have of Kashyyyk.
Then why is everybody on flat ground all the time?
I mean, that whole last scene was just jungles and tree houses, and now they're up on a mountain, it looks like.
It's also an entire planet.
Yeah, but you could say that about fucking...
It's like saying, why does the whole United States not look like the Rockies?
How dare you make a good point?
I rag on George Lucas for making, like, entire planets just one thing. I won't complain about a little bit of variation on Kashyyyk. I love how these clone troopers are escorting people who are, like, almost twice their height.
I mean, they have guns.
I know, but still, it's like the clones are simultaneously the most and least threatening thing ever to these people, probably.
This ship was the worst ship in Battlefront 2.
Why?
Yes.
Because it barely fucking maneuvered.
I mean, it was a bomber.
It still barely maneuvered in a game that didn't really support bombers.
Yeah, it did.
Original Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I run bombers all the time in that game.
Eh,
That's my go-to.
nerd. I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm a fuck.
Oh, you gotta get on that controller sensitivity thing. That's the problem here.
Are you eating popcorn over there, Chris?
I'm eating
Did you have to check?
potato chip company layers in sour cream and onion flavor. It's very good.
You can sponsor
Hey,
us. Star Wars everywhere.
potato chip company, would you like to sponsor us? I'll talk about how good these fucking things are, but only if you pay me.
They're
Star-
trash until you give me $5.
Star Wars everywhere.
They're only
forever.
moderately okay right now.
Also, Anakin straight up just hijacks someone else's ship from the temple.
I mean, it's not like any of them are using it now. Let's be real.
How did, like, do people have, like, keys for their ships? Like, how do you make sure your ship doesn't get stolen in Star
It's
Wars?
not like anybody is using it. I mean, there's the only people inside are about 75 dead bodies.
Have faith, my love. You know, I just killed a bunch of children, but
Padme, I know you're worried about how the light is out in my eyes, but I'm telling you, everything's all right.
But don't worry, I'm about to kill all your political opponents.
Anakin, it feels like you turned your usual sinister attitude up by 11 points. Your creepy factor, which I married because I love you, went up about 17 points.
yo,
R2's here
R2 is
just
on that
like,
wing
3PO,
right now.
I've seen some shit.
R2 is on that wing right now looking at 3PO like, you gotta get me off this fucking shit,
Get me
man.
the fuck out of here, man.
3PO, save me, you're my only hope.
3PO goes, oh, I feel so helpless.
Reach into the ship and pull me out, C-3PO, please. Motherfucker, no!
This might be my new dinner scene. Oh, it's very good.
No wonder R2-D2 fucking makes fun of 3PO for the rest of the movies. Like, motherfucker, I'll never forget.
Yeah. I can't watch this scene normally because I've seen a meme where they swap
Obi-Wan and Yoda's like they make Yoda to the proportions of Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan to the proportions of Yoda. And whenever I see this shot now, that's what I see.
Obi-Wan is small.
Like tall Yoda and short Obi-Wan is the baby in that situation.
I would like to see this video.
And the baby says.
Yeah, exactly. I'll have to dig up that picture for you, Chris. I love the random ass, like, fucking giant lava ants.
Oh, I like these guys.
I love these guys. I love the amount of random world building. It's unironically fantastic.
I don't know. It's both ironic and unironic.
Yeah.
Just like too much all at once.
I need stuff going on in the lava pools. All right, George. Like, well, I don't know. Just put a bunch of guys like
My lord.
scooping lava, I guess.
My lord, why did you say take care of you with a pause in front of it? My lord, that made me a little worried.
My lord, are your arms okay?
He's so lucky that all the politicians in that room have no idea what subtext is.
Don't worry about it. I actually am a little bit worried about it.
Don't worry, my apprentice. I went, like, gritty Scottish there for a second.
No, you just sounded like us that time.
No!
Don't worry. I'll make sure you're taken care of.
My apprentice will be there to take care of you.
Look, my lord, you sounded like you were telling us that you were gonna kill us.
No, don't. I was discussing children with my apprentice.
I have to get off the phone.
I don't think they're on to us. Shit, I didn't hang up.
R2 is like, I cannot wait to get off this fucking ship. Holy shit.
He just pops out with such force. Thank Christ.
R2, stay with the ship. Okay, yep, I can do that, boss. I'm good. I'm staying here.
Turns around, looks at the random civilians there, just like, go, run. Please tell me you understand droid.
One thing I realized kind of recently, which I think is cool, I forget if I brought this up before or not, but
I love those little mouse droids.
The tiny mouse droids.
They're so dumb. I love them. Continue.
When in the OT, when people tell R2 to stay with the ship, he always comes with them. And it's because the last time R2 was told to stay with the ship is right here.
Listen, I don't know if you're going to kill some fucking people. I need to stop you.
Like, one of my life companions got killed. This happened.
Life companion is such a specific use of the term. It makes it sound like she was in love with Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is fucked up.
Oh, I'm talking about Padme.
Oh.
One of my other favorite scenes in all of Star Wars is coming up. Palpatine in his khakis.
Where Palpatine does everything. In this scene, Palpatine does everything but evil laugh.
I think Chris is talking about when.
Oh yeah, I know.
When they 1v1.
when Yoda and him 1v1. But like, they really just add an evil laugh on the end of this scene.
I was about to say it's everything is so sinister and evil. It's just like.
Just like Bush would. According to George Lucas.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. I don't want to give George Lucas credit, but he's not wrong. Yeah, and who's the little bitch that trained that lightsaber Obi-Wan? Huh? Agree with this decision. The council does not, Obi-Wan.
Yo, the face that went along with that was the best. Holy shit.
Take the young one on as your Padawan. Train him without the permission of the council, you will.
The chosen one, my ass.
Into the computer Jedi, into the computer archives. You must not go.
Oh my god. Ben's Yoda might be my favorite thing to come from this podcast.
It's so good. Kermit the Frog here. Obi-Wan, you're a bitch.
Kermit the Yoda here. Actually, Palpatine, it's like the third at least, maybe the fifth.
Remember the 5th of November.
V for Vendetta every week forever.
It's a good movie, but I don't watch it forever. That's
You guys are talking about V for Vendetta as Liberty is dying.
Yeah. I loved V for Vendetta growing up, but it's one of those situations where I actually read the source material.
Yeah.
And by comparison, I now hate the movie because the source material is fantastic. Definitely, if you can, read
I've read it.
The V for Vendetta graphic novel. It's fantastic.
Jimmy Schmitz looks at Padme just like, you had to get off a one-liner now? Like, look at what's going around. Read the room, Padme.
See, I can't do a Yoda impression, like, not even a little bit.
You and I fail at it, but I can do the...
No, I was about to say, you do that very well. I can't do that. I can't do a Yoda impression.
It ruins my throat. I'll tell you that. We do this podcast enough that I wonder if it's going to ruin my vocal cords at some point, but I did damage to that way before this podcast.
I think D&D will do that to us before Star Wars does, to be fair.
Yeah.
You missed it. I was Russian on Saturday.
What?
I said you missed it. I was Russian on Saturday.
Where were you headed?
Jesus Christ.
No, it's too young to say. Can't be it, can it? We'll not kill Anakin, you will.
Another Obi-Wan Death Wish moment. Let me fight the Emperor. You go after Anakin.
Obi-Wan. Kill him, you will, you little bitch.
How embarrassing.
Morality coming into play. How embarrassing.
Yo, how cool would it be? How cool would it be? Because I just realized, like, it never really thought about it. Obi-Wan we don't get an Emperor and Obi-Wan fight scene. How fucking cool would it be if this Obi-Wan show has everyone expecting, like, a drawn-out Obi-Wan Vader duel, and we get, like, a 30-second Vader Obi-Wan duel, and then we get a Obi-Wan and the Emperor duel.
Oh my god, now I want that to happen.
It would be fantastic, but...
Listen. Disney, listen to me. I'm talking to you directly. You took away my Cheers show. Give me Ian McDiarmid versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. Give it to me.
I mean, at that point, it's just the good ending of Force Unleashed. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm hoping that Obi-Wan is quite old at this point, so it's just fed up old Obi-Wan versus old Palpatine.
But there's no way Obi-Wan walks away from that.
I know that.
Yeah, but by something.
Obi-Wan was a Force ghost all along.
Look, something goes down where Obi-Wan is out in the desert and is clearly becoming a much better saber duelist. He kills Maul in like 2 fucking moves.
But that's also because Maul's an idiot. I love Maul. Maul's an idiot. He tried to kill Obi-Wan with the same move like 3 times. Right after killing his master with the same move.
Obi-Wan does the full, like, anime move where he moves so fast he murders Maul in 1 strike.
Yeah, it's one of the most beautiful shots in all of the Star Wars animated series, though, because it's like full-on old samurai movie. Just the
Well, it's
whole scene. Yeah.
Especially because if you do like nitpick it, Maul's literally trying to do the exact same
Mhm.
thing he did to kill Qui-Gon.
Yep.
And the whole reason Obi-Wan kicks his ass so quick is because he knows what he's looking for.
Nerds. Sit here, young lady. I've seen the scene. That's cool.
Oh, Anakin's just strolling around this base as there's dead bodies everywhere. Like, I'd be
I
like,
just
all right,
like
time to go.
I like to picture when there's this scene of him standing out and looking at the balcony after just killing a bunch of these people. He's just like, I should build a castle here.
Everybody thinks that he's thinking about how far he's fallen here, or how much he could lose. What he's actually thinking is, how can I bring up that lava so that I can put it on the dead body so this dead body smell can go away? Because it fucking reeks in here.
He's like, what am I
Turns
gonna do,
out
go
most
back and get one?
aliens void their bowels after they die, much like humans.
It's like, now what the fuck am I supposed to do? Do I have to go in there one at a time and bring one out? Throw it over into the lava, go back in, get another one.
Do I have to turn off the shields every time I do that? Because otherwise we're just going to have a bunch of bodies attached at the bottom of the shield area. God, we really didn't think this through.
In this scene, if Padme turns around on the on-ramp at the wrong time, Obi-Wan's cover is so fucked.
I just assume that it's a different room.
No, like, you could literally see him walk up the on-ramp behind her. Not right behind her, but like she walks in, a second later he hops up, walks up the on-ramp.
Listen, Obi-Wan wants to get caught. I really hope that our Obi-Wan Wants to Die opinion really survives the Obi-Wan series.
That would be great. I'm going to be looking for material to riff on that the whole time it's coming out.
Oh my god, is this the first like Disney series? I think this is the first Disney series that's coming out that's going to actually be affected for us by this podcast because we've added such lore to the character.
Yeah. Part of me wants to not talk about it for a year and then do a May 4th, like we'll watch it, but not talk about it for a year and then do that May 4th, 2023.
That's going to be a hard sell for me because
you're going to want to talk about
juicy lore.
Yeah.
Do we, I mean, is Obi-Wan actually podcast adjacent enough that we do an episode once the series wraps for us?
I mean, we only have one more offshoot movie we might be doing, and then we're out of May 4th material unless we move on to series.
So, yeah, I think he's saying, we'll just put up an episode after it's over. The thing is, you're going to be quite busy, Chris.
Oh, fine. That's going to be by then.
Fine, I'll just have a young child to take care of.
That'll be like middle of June.
We'll see. We'll put it in
It'll only be a 4-month-old.
We'll put it in the maybe category. Let's see where you're at that time. Speaking of where people are at, Padme coming to grips with the fact that she always knew this motherfucker was pure evil.
I miss the good old days when you were talking to me about how you should be a dictator, Anakin. I just want to go back.
Oh no, God forgive me. This dick isn't enough to keep me from fucking to keep me fucking a dictator, Anakin. I've let a lot go for that, but not anymore.
I think we have definitively proven Anakin is not a good person.
Padme Amidala is the living embodiment of 20 wisdom, 20 intelligence, 6 wisdom.
Yep.
It's just like, I am an incredibly smart person. I want to do the best for the galaxy, but fuck, can I not see through this asshole over here?
Yeah. She's the stereotypical, like,
I can fix him.
Yeah.
I can fix him.
Book smart. I can fix him.
Man, Clone Wars should have had a musical number where Padme just sings about fixing Anakin.
Listen, full stop. Clone Wars should have had a musical section.
No.
Clone Wars should have a
No.
musical episode. Listen, everybody gets one.
Every TV show needs a musical episode.
Is that why everyone hates Glee?
Well, Glee is a nonstop, and
I
most
know,
of
that's what I'm saying.
most of their episodes are musical numbers, and all of them, in general, are usually bad.
Shit.
No, you can't have the pistachios.
Jay just
Should I
started
write
reaching for the pistachios.
Should I write a Star Wars Every Week Forever musical?
No.
If you write,
Oh god, but it's already out there, so if you don't, friend of the show Zinswell.
I will allow it.
Liar! Obi-Wan just his head's on his hips. I love it every time.
And Obi-Wan just sits up like, you let her go. Like, what?
Man,
are you doing?
Anakin-
But like, he
Anakin
doesn't do
doesn't
anything.
hesitate
He just like
to
sits there like, hey Anakin, you should stop.
I think this scene should be the reason that nobody can ever defend Anakin Skywalker again, because he does not hesitate to choke her.
Right.
He just,
Choke out his
there's
pregnant
no
wife.
hesitation.
That's why there are a lot of people exactly my age that love Anakin and Padme as a couple, and it
Oh.
upsets me. It upsets me
Anakin
so.
Skywalker is still my wife's absolute favorite character in all of Star Wars, and that
But-
really worries me.
But like, people who idolize an anime Padme couple are the same people who are like, oh, Joker and Harley Quinn. Like, no,
No.
I gotta stop you right there.
Anakin
no.
and Padme, the Joker and Harley Quinn of Star Wars.
I brought peace.
It's like there's 3 dozen dead bodies in that room over there right now, Anakin.
Anakin, there's a pile of dead children in the council chamber. As great as this scene is, some of the writing is just,
Oh, it's bad.
it's so close to being good.
No, it's good. This whole thing teeters from good and so bad it's good so well that I just accept it's good. I will not accept otherwise.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Well,
I know I'm back and forth a lot between this and the Duel of the Fates, but I think this is my favorite lightsaber duel.
This isn't even the first time in the rotation. Like you said, Duel of the Fates was your favorite lightsaber duel. This rotation.
That's why I'm sitting here like I'm pretty sure I said
think I
that.
did too, yeah. I think Duel of the Fates is always my favorite duel, though.
I also love
Like, this
Sassy
one's
Yoda.
fantastic, but yeah.
I went back and forth on it when I was a kid, and this podcast solidified that it's my favorite because it's the one time when I watch this podcast where I'll sit up and watch it.
Duel of the Fates.
No,
It's got,
this.
Okay.
It's got, like, I mean, great set pieces and everything, but I still maintain that Duel of the Fates has the actual better saber work.
Yeah, sure, but we watch Star Wars every week forever. It's the Anakin
Yeah.
one.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna. This is probably because of my ADHD, but my favorite is probably whichever one's in front of me at the time.
Probably.
That's a very honest answer, Ben. I commend you for it.
See, look at these motherfuckers. Look at them. Look at them. He did a necessary
He did it
turn for a
Behind
guard.
his back. What was that? They're doing square dancing moves.
Look at them inside of here. Obi-Wan's just struggling to keep up with it, and Anakin's just fucking pushing it the whole time. Obi-Wan's like, please fucking kill me. I'm barely keeping up with you. You're like 10 years younger than me. My knees are awful.
It's my favorite scene in all of Star Wars.
My little green friend.
Here it comes.
Palpatine, this slacks.
The fact that it's preluded by evil cackling too is just the best.
I love it. Yoda does this, and Palpatine has no reaction. And Yoda doesn't follow up on it by jumping over to him. Because he could have killed Palpatine so easily.
No, he
No,
had to get
Pal-
another one-liner in there.
Yoda's too busy being quippy.
What were you saying, Chris?
I would say the same thing Ben was. Like, he had to get a one-liner in there. That's why
Yeah.
he didn't follow up on it.
I also maintain that I just love that as soon as his khakis are revealed, Palpatine's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
He saw my
has seen the
underwear.
secret of my power. He saw my slacks.
It wasn't my greatest fit, Master Yoda.
Also, I love
It's-
this fucking stance he takes where he just puts his lightsaber above his.
Yes, the stance that this tall human takes against his very, very
Fucking
small
2.5
opponent
foot tall
is to go in the highest possible guard position.
It's not even a guard position. He's not guarding. He's leaving himself wide open.
Master Yoda, you need to understand. It's laundry day.
That's what I'm saying. When you're fighting someone that's the same size as you, that would be like a high guard position. But Yoda is on the floor. Obi-Wan was straight up gonna murder Anakin here.
Judo kick to the chest, just like, oh, fuck this.
Jango Fett was practiced for this fight. You
But
can't
Obi-Wan's
beat
been
me,
running the
Anakin.
ropes for a while now. He's been getting his hand-to-hand training up.
You can't beat me, Anakin. I slapboxed Jango Fett in the rain once.
You can't win, Anakin. I slapboxed Jango Fett in the rain. What do you think you are to me?
Oh god.
Okay, so
That was the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever seen. Every time. And that is not a legitimate fencing move.
no, it
I know
is.
that's the excuse for the other one. No, they literally
No,
were putting
people
it behind their backs.
That excuse.
Yeah, but
They're incorrect, but they do make that excuse.
no, like it's a legitimate fencing thing apparently. But like Chris is also right. He came in
To s-
with his wrist out at the end of it. Anakin does. So all Obi-Wan had to do was chop off his fucking hand.
It's not even that bothers the hell out of me, but it's the fact that they twice put the lightsabers behind their own backs to continue the twirl.
Like, I know flourishing, it's gonna go behind your back for a second, no matter what. But you don't need to, like, swap hands while it's
That's
there.
what I'm saying. They're swapping hands behind their own backs. That's not like.
Greatest duel in all of Star
Ugh.
Wars.
Palpatine is just so fucking happy right now.
I hate
Yes.
this scene.
This is the best day of Palpatine's life. I mean,
He's
truly,
just,
I
like,
think this
having
is the best
so
day of
much
Palpatine's
fun.
life.
This is Palpatine's live, laugh, love right here.
Master Yoda, you need to understand. I haven't been able to do shit in 30 years. I'm going to have so much fun crushing you under the Senate.
He gets mad and then just bunny hops.
This isn't personal, Master Yoda. I was really hoping someone else would kill you. But honestly, this is the best case scenario for me. I'm having a great time right now.
Ian McDermott really just is the fucking best.
Talk too much, you do.
Even with 100 pounds of fucking prosthetic makeup on his face, he is the most energized, expressive character.
He gets more out of an inch of his face than most people do with their entire face. Yoda,
What the cackling in the distance?
this is some 50-50 booking bullshit. They just both come to a standstill, and then Yoda's like, out I am.
It's not a 50-50. I mean, Palpatine wins because, like,
No,
only way
it's-
for Yoda to win
This has
is
just
to
been the
kill
episode of
Palpatine.
wrestling references.
Left the oven on, I did. Palpatine, see you later.
Return some videotapes, I must.
Did you just make an American Psycho
I did just make an
reference?
American Psycho reference.
Yoda's
Incredible.
Star Wars Every Week Forever, the podcast where Ben has watched like 3 movies and references.
and
only
one of
those
them
3
is
movies.
American Psycho.
Yeah.
Hurry! Careful timing we will need. Yoda, you got beaten pretty fucking fast. Tired
was like, hurry. Who the fuck is gonna end up crawling in there to find Yoda? I don't think you understand, sir, how tiny you are.
Palpatine is supposed to be this like incredible genius. You would think he is very small. Check the vents.
He can't sense Yoda like 10 feet away, but then across the galaxy, yes, Lord Vader is in danger.
That's a very good point, actually.
You want to know what would have been really good for Yoda in that scene? Force speed.
Force speed would have been great. It's a shame it can only be used once in a Jedi's lifetime, apparently.
It's like if the
Yoda
Flash.
must have used his like 700 years ago or however fucking long.
It's like if the Flash could only run once, but when he does, he goes too fast. Breaks the speed barrier.
Isn't like 90% of Flash comics? Oh, whoops! Flash went too fast. Now we have to fix the timeline again.
No, they aren't.
There's a lot of it, but not 90%.
Yeah, it's maybe like 20%.
As someone who read a lot of DC comics but never a Flash comic, that's the impression I got of the Flash.
Well,
Now,
that's because
Warner Brothers would like you to. Warner Brothers would like you to believe that 90% of the Flash is him breaking the timeline, considering what they're doing in, they got there very quickly on the TV show and now the Flash movie, so.
No.
Welcome to Event Comics, where 3 or 4 characters are treated like pieces of shit at all times.
Yeah.
So they fuck up our continuity every single time.
We need an excuse that the continuity is absolutely fucked.
What did Reed
Who's
Richards?
on the list for today?
What did Reed Richards do this time?
Listen, but sometimes event comics can be beautiful. That's how you get Siege, where it's just everyone in Marvel attacking Asgard, which is in like Kansas now.
Yeah, something beautiful.
Siege was very good. Listen, Siege is the best event comic ever for me because it got rid of Sentry for a while, okay?
The way they brought back Sentry was pretty great.
Ugh.
New Avengers, he's just sitting in a cell. Like, yeah, I've been here the whole time. The raft has been my home.
See, the only event comic I really got into was the Injustice comics, which just read as that one time Superman got way into politics.
What are you talking
Injustice
about?
is very good.
Who hefted Blackest Night off on me?
Ugh.
Yeah.
I read the first volume of Blackest
As
Night
you
and
should.
never read anything else. I was like, all right, yeah, this is about as angsty as I expected. I'm good.
I owned the trade of that for a bit.
Greatest duel in the history of cinema.
So great, we're talking about Blackest Night.
Y'all are talking about it. I'm fucking focused.
You brought it up.
No, actually, someone else brought it up. You brought up Flash. I had to say. No, it legitimately makes me so happy. Y'all are talking about fucking, proper duelsmanship and, fucking psychology. And meanwhile, these motherfuckers are on a lava stream, jumping
Swinging
between
glow sticks at each other.
two fucking tiny floating discs, dodging fucking
That's
random people trying to fucking keep up with the
No, and
lava
I
stream
agree.
debris.
It's fucking
Don't you dare
fantastic.
interrupt me. Dodging people that are trying desperately to keep up with the damage of their entire thing falling into the lava, and then it ends with one guy deciding that 5 feet above the other guy is the perfect place to end a duel. Greatest duel in the history of cinema. Then this motherfucker that raised this kid walks away as he burns to death.
I also love how Obi-Wan straight up gives Anakin the answer to the test, and Anakin still fails. Obi-Wan's like, whatever you do, don't try to jump at me. And Anakin's like, fuck you, you're not my dad. And he just jumps at him.
He might as well have just been like, Anakin, if you try to jump over me, I'm going to cut you in half. Do you understand me? Anakin's like, I'm going to do it anyway.
This duel has 2 people on a fucking falling over fucking like structure, fucking pirate hanging fucking lightsaber dueling each other. It's the greatest. Sorry, I didn't mean to say don't interrupt me. I was just in the moment.
See how it is I do. I don't know why that was Yoda, but it was.
And Obi-Wan's just like, I shouldn't watch this. Oh, this makes me uncomfortable. Anyway.
Ewan McGregor's performance here is top notch.
Oh, Ewan McGregor is so fucking pleased. It's just that the writing is like, Obi-Wan walks away while leaving his student on fire. And
I mean, it had to be.
I mean, he also could have written it in a different way, but that also means we wouldn't get the duel we just got. So fuck it, I'm in.
R2's like, hey, motherfucker, where's my best friend?
No, I guarantee R2 at this point is like, yo, you kill his crazy ass yet?
No, R2's like, so are we going to kill more Jedi, dude?
No, R2's like, how many more children did he kill, Obi-Wan? I need to know.
Obi-Wan, give it to me straight.
Obi-Wan, I need to know, how bad is it? And Obi-Wan's just like not talking to him.
Does Obi-Wan speak droid? I can never remember.
Definitely not.
He's a droid racist, dude.
R2 walking in like, Padme, you should have seen the shit he did at the temple. It's fucked up. You need to get a divorce ASAP.
Well, good news, Padme. You won't have to worry about that divorce anymore.
We need...
Padme, I believe your assets have already been split, and by that I mean I cut his legs off.
There's no need for a cremation. He's been pretty cremated already.
Padme, I cut his legs off. All three of them? That's way too much information, Padme.
Obi-Wan, that dick, got me through a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. For the second time on the podcast, I made a Padme. I'm so sorry.
Palpatine gets him on the operating table. He's like, oh my word, you are hung.
This is absurd, Anakin.
This is the power the Jedi teach you.
What kind of growth enhancements do they give you over there in that temple? It's not a lesson that the Jedi would teach me, apparently. I'm so sorry.
He just walks over to Anakin, still like all charred and everything, goes,
Ah,
you would not believe what Master Yoda just tried to do. Shit was wild, bro.
jeez, listen. Anakin, I need to level with you. This shit was fucking wild, man.
God, my voice is gonna hate me tomorrow.
Yeah. 2.5 hours is too much Palpatine voice.
Never enough.
Not too late. It's never too late.
I love the random miners
Lord Vader.
are just here like, why is there a party all of a sudden?
No, what were you gonna say, Chris?
Lord Vader. I know you're burning to death, but just bear with me. I threw the whole Senate at him. It was pretty fucking great.
Lord Vader, here's the problem right now. I see that you've burned to death and you're in terrible straits, but I really had a celebration plan. There was going to be karaoke and everything. The bureaucrats were going to be there. Like, you really fucked up my plans for the night. I want you to know I'm very, very angry about it.
Now, Vader, I know that you think you're having a bad day, but listen here. I know you think you're having a bad day, but Yoda saw my khakis today.
Hey, can
I
I ask?
my slacks.
You got me slacking, bro.
Oh God.
I'm so
I can't
sorry.
tell if I
What's
just
up,
have
Chris?
like a major high thought or not. So
Do it.
the whole, like, the whole prophecy, like, bring balance to the Force, and like, they say it's twins, and Yoda has that face of like, ah, yes. Um, wouldn't it have made more sense if like the twins were gonna be the balance of the Force, that one would be a Sith, one would be a Jedi?
Well, George Lucas's vision was more that the light side is a balance and the dark side is an imbalance.
Yeah.
So less a yin and
So the
yang, more
problem-
a there's
More
only
a-
More
one
a yin.
right side to this conflict.
There is
Okay.
no yang.
Ooba.
Yang gang does not exist here.
Ooh,
Ooba. I don't know why that gets us so good.
Obi-Wan, shut this fucking droid up. If I hear Hooba one more time, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die. Oh, God damn it, Yoda, I didn't hit the switch in time.
I'm really struggling here, Obi-Wan. No, it's alright, Padme. Hooba. I like that he just has floppy disks on the inside of his helmet. Lord Vader, if you ever find yourself without the helmet, and you can find a 1986 computer, you can put this in the hard drive.
How come Palpatine is just in like some shitty robes? Like all the other Sith had like sweet armor of some sort and like
Well, I mean, he's more like
something.
a conniving, politically maneuvering type.
Also, like, Maul
Yeah.
wore the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Maul wasn't like a full-on Sith Lord. I'm talking about like Malgus and Revan and fucking
Well, that's
all
'cause,
the
like
Old
older
Republic shit.
was like the Sith were in a war currently.
Who?
What?
Who?
Are you doing a bit?
Who?
Motherfucker, are you doing a bit?
Who? He said something. I didn't pick it up.
I'll fucking kill you. No, but like the Sith were legit at war at that point.
Who?
The Jedi?
Oh no, I meant like you said the Sith were at war. Like, who was leading them?
Bro,
What's
I've
right
seen Malgus lead a
Who?
fucking legion
Who?
of Sith. I fucking end you, motherfucker.
Is what's going on with Malgus? Why is
Who?
Jay, is this a bit?
Who?
Is this a bit you're doing, Jay?
you're doing? We've lost our fucking mind. She was alive. I felt it.
Crying. I've never seen Ben so upset.
No, you have, because that
Yeah.
one time that Chris forgot who Tarful was.
I didn't forget who
And
Tarful
this
was. I
was
forgot
my
his name.
exact response. Oh.
The fucking scene. My favorite thing about that scene. Oh, I'm crying. I don't know why I cracked myself up so hard. The great thing about that scene is like Vader breaks everything in the room except Palpatine. Like, Palpatine's safe, but the machines keeping him alive are not.
I mean, to be fair, Palpatine probably has like a
Oh,
force field.
don't talk sense to me.
A force field? No,
Field of the Force.
yes, please, actually murder.
Stop. You stop right now.
All right, Obi-Wan, calm down.
I'll throw him in a desert.
And by watch over him, I'm going to give him to a couple on Tatooine that probably think vaccinations aren't a thing that
If I
you should
remember-
get. And then
I'll
I'm
give them,
going to keep him alone for a long time.
If I remember, he has
Oh.
a racist great uncle.
Hey, is Klieg dead at this point when the...
I want to say almost for sure.
Yeah, I feel like we would have seen him if so.
Yeah, because he hands Baby
Yeah,
Luke
that's...
to Bowen.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, that's... Yeah, I don't know
Also,
that I ever
it's
got a
still
confirmation
last
that Klieg was dead here.
we missed it last week, but Klieg rolls up in the floaty chair, and he's like, once my leg heals, and he just has a stub. Like, Klieg, I got some bad news for you.
Probably was getting a prosthetic, but
So they're probably gonna pay that off in the Obi-Wan series, right? That whole stinger there with Qui-Gon and teaching Obi-Wan how to communicate with Qui-Gon.
Yo, if we could get some Liam Neeson in that fucking...
Because that just never gets touched on again, does it?
I was like, homework I have for you. And then...
Listen.
Nix Yoda went through all this shit with going to the wills and all that fucking stuff.
When one with the Force you become, you still urinate. Be prepared. Even when he's there.
Hold on, Ben's too aroused to listen.
I was heartthrobbing for a second.
Oh, yeah. Ew. Let me just step away from you for a moment.
I'm on wheels, motherfucker.
I hate this scene so much.
Is this Tarkin CGI?
That's 1,000,000% Tarkin CGI.
Okay, I thought so. He's never on screen enough for me to like really see, but now that I'm looking at it,
they put some prosthetics on the guy, but they edit it heavily in post.
Yes, Master, that is a space ball.
Master, I'm not seeing the grand plan. It sure looks like lots of empty space. Literally.
No, Lord Vader, you see, we'll be much safer on a space station. Lord Palpatine, would we not be safer on a planet, in a base hidden, perhaps underground? You know, something that can't just be breached and blown up in the vacuum of space, perhaps?
Lord Vader, where we're going, we don't need ground.
High ground, Lord Vader. You've had some bad experiences with ground lately.
I just picture Vader like, Master Palpatine, I've recently learned some rough lessons about the high ground, and I believe space to be about the highest possible ground. Potentially, we shouldn't have a base here.
From a certain point of view, Lord Vader, there is no ground in space. And therefore, there can be no high ground.
Vader just, it's like the buffering circle. He's just like trying to compute with that.
Random guy that walked up to us in the middle of the desert and gave us a baby. I have to ask you a question. I want you to be true about it. Is this child vaccinated? Did you vaccinate this child?
Random man walks out of the desert and hands him a baby. I have to ask you, is his name Jesus? Is this Jesus?
Also,
we will call him Jesus Christ. No. His name has to be.
No. His name is Luke.
Luke Skywalker.
Also, from now on, every time we hear Uncle Owen talk about Obi-Wan, he hates his fucking guts.
So because he showed up and dropped the baby in his
because he just dropped a baby on. He's like, I fucking hate that guy.
Oh, God.
Luke's like, why? It's like, I don't want to talk about it. Thank you all very much.
Hey, Chris, how was your watch?
It was very good.
Ben, how was your watch?
It was okay. No, I had fun.
I had a great time. But
this was probably my favorite of this rotation so far.
It's my favorite of any watch we've done. This was great. Thank you for sticking with us.
I'm sorry you stuck with us.
I'm so sorry. This has been Star Wars Every Week Forever. Next week, A New Hope, and a far shorter episode.
So much shorter. They get real short for a bit and then real long again.
Good night.
Hello, all you beautiful people, and thank you very much for joining us on yet another week of Star Wars Every Week Forever. We upload every Wednesday around noon on various platforms, including YouTube, Spotify, TuneIn, and many others. If you have any friends, companions, people you would like to torture with our presence, feel free to send them our way. You know where to find us. If you would like to interact with the show and the various co-hosts, you can find us quite easily on Twitter at SWEWF. We check there very regularly, so it's easy to get a hold of us. And I hope all of you wonderful people have a glorious rest of your day. Until next we meet, may the Force be with you.